oil tax. You support that increase, severance tax.
I haven't taken a position on that at all because, again, what I thought that the governor should have done is sit down with local communities that are being affected most directly by the fracking activity, and he has never done that. Again, it's a whole different style in terms of leadership. The governor somehow managed to offend both local communities and the oil and gas industry and not get the proposal passed in the first place. Maybe you ought to figure out how to sit down and say, how can we figure out a way to balance the needs of the oil and gas industry with some legitimate local environmental concerns? He's never done that. The thing that he does that's been consistent with all of these tax policies we've talked about is the beneficiaries, by far the primary beneficiary, was always going to be the state budget. Now, this state budget, unlike a lot of local budgets and unlike a lot of household budgets, is the biggest budget that's ever been passed by this legislature. The biggest in the history of Ohio. And part of the reason is because they keep centralizing all of the revenue, including the revenue from the local government fund, including the revenue that would have been generated by the oil and gas tax.
So to clarify, you don't...
The governor has never done that. You mean him specifically or the staff? Because the staff met with several of the local businesses and local...
Talk to local communities. Talk to people in the eastern part of Ohio and ask them if they've had a dialogue about the way the oil and gas tax and the way their policies would affect local communities, and they will tell you no. I've been there, they've told me that.
So you don't have a position on that issue yet?
I haven't taken a position on it. I haven't developed my own position in terms of what my taxing structure would be for oil and gas yet. No, I have not.
The Ohio House